All right, Pacific Northwest lacrosse fans, I am here in Tacoma, Washington with two-time U.S. Lacrosse All-American, academic All-American starting attackman for the Carolina Chaos, 23-year-old Oregon's own Ross Scott. A long-awaited meeting, to say the least. We've been trying to get together for this interview since one of your last games as a Scarlet Knight. I ended up interviewing your teammate Donnie Howard from Mercer Island and your favorite Oregonian competitor Ajax Zapatillo from Sunset, who spoke very highly of you and mentioned you two have been battling since 6th or 7th grade. Can you tell us what it means for you to be able to extend that competition into the pros?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty special moment. As you mentioned, he's been my mark since probably 6th or 7th grade when we first started matching up with each other. So definitely very familiar with each other on and off the field, as friends, and then also as competitors. So it's a lot of fun being able to suit up against him, all the time, and even through college. So yeah, it's just an honor to play with someone for so long, and now you're at the next level.
Absolutely. Now heading into the playoffs with 12 goals and 2 assists. The most recent assist against the Denver Outlaws, you traded 1-for-1 with Ty Kurtz. Your first assist came in the second quarter of game number 2 against the California Redwoods. It went to an absolute beast around the crease, Jules Henningberg. What's it like sharing the field with a former fellow Scarlet Knight and veteran of the PLL, Jules Henningberg?
Yeah, there's a couple other Scarlet Knights on my team, Shane Knobloch and Jules both. So obviously that's also another special moment for me. I've been watching Jules since I was committed to Rutgers and I was a sophomore, and I'm being able to watch him growing up as a professional and as another fellow Scarlet Knight. It's it's been kind of a dream to play in the league, and now having him as a mentor is super special, and he's been a great mentor to me and showing me the ropes and how to be a pro. And then being able to play with one of my good friends, Shane Knobloch, is also, very, very fun for me because, we were growing up at Rutgers together, spent 4 years there, and, just a seamless transition back into the chaos, balling out together again.
Absolutely, and you two both are sharing the rookie leaderboard for points. Currently, you're right above Knobloch on as far as the PLL website was concerned just before we came here today. Andy Towers, one of the league's toughest no-nonsense coaches. Can you tell us about the transition from Coach Brian Brecht at Rutgers to now Coach Towers in the PLL?
Yeah, obviously they're both great coaches, done a lot for their programs. It's been a seamless transition. Coach Brecht also can bring out some intensity, though it's not always on camera. He's definitely an intense coach, and he brings the heat too. So, Coach Towers is also, just been a great supportive coach for me, just like Coach Brecht. So as much fire as he plays with, he's very much so a player's coach, and that's what I really appreciate about him and Coach Brecht. They always have your back, even in the heat of the moment.
Absolutely. Well said. Since we're on the topic of coaches, that's what you're doing here today, coaching and evaluating athletes in the South Sound Lacrosse Fall Select Tryouts. Can you tell us what it means to you to be able to give back to the lacrosse community?
Yeah, it's nostalgic being back out here at the tryouts. I know not too long ago I was in these guys' position too, nervous for a little bit of a tryout for the fall season. So it's really special being able to give back to the community, in the Pacific Northwest. And we had a lot of great players out here and at South Sound Tryouts today, and it's great when they make your decision hard. If things were easy, then that things aren't where they should be. So going out here, having some hard decisions to make with these kids and having them work their butts off is really special, and it's been a lot of fun.
100%. Ross, you're playing at the highest level of lacrosse, amongst the best in the world to ever play the game. You're currently leading the Chaos rookie list right above your draft buddy Shane Knobloch. You're undoubtedly a mentor to many that follow in your footsteps. Who or what has been your greatest motivation?
I think my greatest motivation has been my parents. They sacrificed a lot of time and money and everything to get me to where I am today. So I want to play for as long as I can for them and through them, because I know they love watching me play, and I know they love watching how much joy the game gives me. So being able to play for them every time I go out there and continue my my streak has just been awesome. I know my mother and my father love watching me play, and that's what drives me. And being able to play for my sister and all the people that are proud of me is really what drives me at the end of the day.
That's outstanding. From a father's perspective and a coach's perspective, we can only hope that our kids have that same kind of attitude, playing not just for themselves and their team, but their parents as well. Last question, Ross. You've heard of the long-lasting tradition to honor the game What does honoring the game look like to you?
Yeah, I think honoring the game means playing the game the way it should be. So, it might not just be the guy who scores the most goals, the flashiest guys out there, but the guys who play the game the right way, who get down on hard ground balls, who play to the whistle, the guys who will, take a hit to make a play or will make the right play no matter what it is, even if it is not for the betterment of themselves, but for the betterment of the team. So that's what honoring the game means to me.
Outstanding. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for your time once again, Ross Scott. It has been a long time awaited, and I'm really, really fortunate for your time, and I appreciate what you do to continue the growth of lacrosse in the Pacific Northwest.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.